Welcome to this edition of the Awakening Women podcast. In this episode, this is more of just a wake-up call for those of you that are in one of these relationships and you are finding it difficult to find your way out. I posted something on Instagram the other day about how staying in one of these toxic gaslighting relationships will actually kill you, or it can actually kill you, or at least shorten your life, shorten your lifespan, shorten your healthy years, your good years, and age you quicker. And so I'm going to share what I put on Instagram around this, and then we're going to dive a little bit more into this. Women who stay in relationships that keep their nervous system hijacked are more likely to end up with an autoimmune disease, cancer, and heart disease. Being in a toxic relationship with gaslighting involved causes depression and anxiety. Both are linked to having more physical health issues due to the mind-body connection. Our mood speaks to our cells. Women are more likely to numb out with unhealthy coping mechanisms like alcohol, sugar, and are less likely to exercise and focus on their holistic wholeness and daily wellness habits, which increases physical health issues. And this is because they are too hyper-focused on helping and fixing their partner than actually fixing themselves. The constant emotional upheaval triggers your nervous system into permanent survival mode. This is the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. Your cortisol, your stress hormone, stays sky high, wrecking your heart, gut, thyroid, immune system, brain function, and hormones. This affects your health in the following ways: heart disease, stroke, autoimmune diseases, cancer, early death. Chronic emotional abuse shrinks your hippocampus, memory and learning, and enlarges your amygdala, fear, and threat center. This leads to brain fog, memory loss, anxiety, depression, PTSD, cognitive decline. Studies show toxic relationships can increase your risk of early death by 20 to 30%. Staying can shave years off or decades off your life. It also accelerates the aging process. And if you have children, you owe it to them by putting yourself first. Now, I get a lot of messages from women saying that they know that their parenting is suffering. They are neglecting their children. Now, this is a tough truth, right? What ways are you neglecting yourself? You're probably also neglecting your children. And I'm not saying that you're a bad mother. And in fact, the women I work with, that's never the case, but they are just so wrapped up in the bullshit of the relationship and trying to mother and fix their men and control their men that they are neglecting themselves and neglecting their children emotionally, mentally, however it might look. And some women will say, yeah, my kid just sits in front of the screen all day and I feel bad because I just can't function. Well, you have to find a way because they need you. And that's just excuses, right? I understand survival mode, but you have to be able to put the oxygen mask on yourself. And that requires doing something different. You have to put you first. And I know I say this a lot. Women don't understand what this means. And when your tank is empty, yeah, you have nothing to give your children. That's like trying to make a purchase out of an empty bank account. You can't do it. You'll be overdrawn. And you're probably in your overdraft and you probably have no overdraft left. And you're wondering why you don't have it to focus on your work and stay productive and make healthy meals for yourself to make sure you're healthy and make sure your kids are eating well and that they're doing okay. You're in survival mode. And so you start to hit burnout, which is where you can't think clearly. You are loss of motivation. You don't really know where to go from here. Any steps feel like it's too much. It's overwhelming. You can't take those steps because your whole entire system is shutting down from the chronic stress. And so if you have kids, the tough love here is that they're counting on you. They don't have the other parent. And when you leave one of these relationships, the chances that the other parent stays in as an active, healthy, consistent parent is like slim to none. It's rare. I've been doing this a long time. I also personally know about this, and I've seen it with other women that I know, and they just kind of move on and start over and make a new family and kind of just leave their first family in the dust, their children. And so you have to be okay. You have to be your it. And so if you're not doing well, then the children are abandoned because they don't have anyone to turn to. And so it is on you. And I'm putting this on you because they don't have anywhere else to turn. Unless there's other family members they can go live with while you continue to spiral down, or you end up in the hospital. Yes, I've seen that happen. You end up flat on your back because you have thrown your back out from the stress, the mind-body connection. I've seen that. Getting really, really sick and unable to function at work, and then your work suffers. That happens. And so it just continues to spiral down and down and down and down and down. And you are the one that has to take that first step. And it doesn't mean you have to completely reinvent your entire life today, but it does mean you have to be willing to take the first step toward finding a solution, to understanding that you need to take different actions. So if you're not already signed up for the Get Unhooked experience that I have going on right now, the first audio session was just put out today. You can still jump in. This is going on until May the 6th, where you will have access to the replays. May 2nd, I'm doing a live masterclass about 7 identity shifts that help set you free. And we're going to do that live on Zoom. It's the first live class I've run in a very, very, very long time. And so if you want to be part of that live experience, then make sure that you sign up, and you'll get access to the audios and the invite to the masterclass when you sign up. Just head to the link in the show notes. You will see it there to save your spot. And then you'll get to the first audio that just came out today as well in your inbox. Today we're talking about how to break the gaslighting spell, because really the biggest piece of these relationships is the ultimate gaslight, right? The whole thing is gaslighting. And so you have to be able to snap yourself out of that to see reality for what it really is. That yes, it really is that bad. Yes, you really are seeing things as they are. And yes, it is abusive. And yes, it is toxic. And yes, it is intolerable. Yes, it is unmanageable. But you admitting that and then seeking the guidance that you need to break yourself out of that could be the first step that you need to take today. And so if you have not signed up for this experience, then that's a place to start and actually do the audios, do the homework, take the cost of staying stuck self-inventory that I include. These are all things to help wake you up and snap you out of the spell from this ongoing chronic gaslighting that you've been experiencing. And recognizing, how is my health? This is really, really important, because if you are in the perimenopausal stage 35 plus, we women go through a lot of physiological changes in this time. And that's when we start to notice the my body falling apart syndrome. You've got all these symptoms coming. You're not sleeping. You're up wired at night. You're anxious. You're on edge. You can't think clearly. You're burned out. You're beyond exhausted. Your hormones are a mess. Your periods are a disaster. You might have an autoimmune condition. Your digestion is messed. Your gut is wrecked. You can't think clearly. Like, how are you supposed to do anything from that place, right? You might be thinking that. But there are a lot of things that you can do, like starting today, that will start to shift the trajectory of this. And the first thing is deciding and going, okay, I need to do something different. I have to save me. I have to put me first. I have to make sure I'm okay so that I am here for my children, so that I am here for my grandchildren, and so that I am preventing myself from being hospitalized, being sick, being a sickly woman, and not being able to be here for my kids and future grandchildren because I'll be disabled or in a nursing home early because I'm not taking care of myself now. I know this sounds grim. Hey, this is what I've been telling myself the last while. It's time to get a grip. It's time to get back to self, coming home to self. I've been on this journey too. I'm not here preaching anything that I have not told myself, that I myself have not done or am not doing. This is about waking up and realizing it's time. I have to save me. I have to come back home to me, into my body, into what I need, what I want, my nervous system. You know, you are using up all the gas, which is your cortisol and your adrenaline. This is accelerating the aging process. It is putting you and predisposing you to heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, hormone chaos, cancers from the stress and the high estrogen. Like all of these things we're more prone to, especially as we get into midlife. So if you feel like you're a hot mess, and you used to be able to be so productive and get shit done, and you could handle everything, and you could just keep pushing and pushing, but you've hit a wall and that's just no longer working, then come work with me. I have the solution if you're ready for it. You can head to the link in the show notes to get started inside of my End the Cycle program today. And it's all about detoxing, deprogramming, detaching from the cycle. It's moving away from the toxicity and coming back to self, to learning how to detach from the drama emotionally, psychologically, before you can detach physically, which is AKA leaving. You may not be there yet. So we work on the inner stuff, the foundational stuff, the stuff behind the scenes that helps you get to clarity about that and move forward. All right, so that is what I wanted to chat with you about today. So make sure, as I said, join the Unhooked experience. I'll see you in the live masterclass on May 2nd. And if you're ready to do something now, you've been here for a while and you're ready to take action, then you can jump in and get started in my program today. Hop into our Telegram channel and get the support you need and move things in the right direction. All right, bye for now.